I can tell just because I've cut like a lot of these diaries, and I'm looking at the screen, but I can tell that I've cut a few of these diaries recently, and it's been a little bit of a gap before I filmed one, since I filmed one, that I can just see on my face like how much fucking happier I am. You have no idea, like, let's go! I'm so excited. Shit. The amount of times that I just like fist bump the air, like, let's go! About this project was a lot. Boom! Okay, it's been a minute. What is that? Oh, it's stuff in my camera. It's been a minute. Hi, my name is Kim Cavell, and I am an AI robot. Blah, blah, blah. Hi, my name is Kim Cavell. I am an actor and filmmaker, and these are Diaries of a Filmmaker. I decided to document the process of what it was to write, pitch, shoot, make, sell, everything, my first feature film. During that process, I also decided to go after my dream role in a very unorthodox way. So I also recorded the BTS and that process as well. And that is very true to life, it's very realistic, but I'm making these diaries because, you know, how I feel on a day-to-day basis can change. It's not always you sit down with your videographer and you talk about the process, or you talk about this thing, you know. Sometimes it's like, fuck, you know, something goes wrong, you know, and I just wanted a place where I could vocalize how I was feeling on a day-to-day basis. I guess not necessarily just about this process, but also just life. But it's been a little while. And that once in a lifetime childhood dream of mine is to play the next Lara Croft. So a long time ago I decided, I think I should do that. Croft, and I explain in the Kimforcroft series that will drop on YouTube how that went, how that made me feel, how all the ups and downs, what went into it, etc. We filmed it, we've cut it, and I'm about to send it to someone, and we're gonna see if what comes out of it. I know that it's already done a great deal of good stuff for me and for other people, and I know that only good things can come out of it, particularly because I could feel it during the process. The amount of times that I just like fist bump the air, like, let's go! About this project was a lot. The amount of times that universal or godlike, whether you want to call it coincidences, signs from my dad in heaven, I don't know, just little moments of like signposts along the way to keep going with this specific project, really had me feeling protected in another way. And kept the belief alive in me to go ahead and to do that. That it was deemed pretty ballsy of me to go ahead and do that. And I think that that has a lot to do with my success so far, and the success that is coming is my desire and ability to just be like, oh, we're gonna have a go at that. And I fully believe that I deserve certain things and that I'm capable of certain things, and everything else is God willing. So we shot the trailer, fucking awesome. And I wanted to just get on here and say that it's fucking awesome, and I'm super proud of everybody that I worked with on it, and it just made me cry happy tears. And a few days ago I had some things stolen from my car, some really important things, and one of those things was some footage of me and my dad. Having my dad pass like over, I don't know, 14 years ago now. The footage was me of when I was about 2 or 3 years old on the couch with him. He'd hooked up the camcorder to the TV and was filming us, so I could watch myself back on TV. So I guess that was the first time that I was ever on TV and could see myself on TV. My dad hooking that up to, hooking the camcorder up to the TV and sitting and us just going about life. Me and little 3-year-old me and my dad. So when someone stole that, footage from my car, that obviously really hurt. But it was the same week that we finished the Lara Croft trailer, and it was the same week that I sent it off to where it's gonna go. And you know, we're gonna see, but it was a beautiful, magical week, and I just wanted to share that. I just hope that anybody watching doesn't forget to sometimes honor the little version of you, and it's really important, and it guides you through adult decisions. That's not to say that I live in some kind of like woo-woo bullshit where I don't take responsibility and go about my life. I've had to grow up very fast. There's a lot of people who would trust me with a lot, so I know that. But when it comes to going after your dreams and even just taking care of yourself, sometimes you have to tap into the little 10-year-old you know? Even if you're whatever, you're gonna be 75 years old next week and you're feeling a little bit down, what did you used to do when you were a kid? I don't know what it was. Play outside. Maybe you want to go sit outside in the garden. Maybe you need to make yourself some cereal at midnight or some breakfast for dinner and watch a cartoon that you watched when you were 5 years old. Maybe you need to go ahead and do that. And I'm just cool with that part of me too. So I hope anybody watching can take that. And I hope that anybody watching can just be inspired by the fact that when I was 10 years old, I wanted to play Lara Croft. And when I was 20 years old, I wanted to play Lara Croft. And I just shot a Lara Croft trailer. And I think that I should play the next Lara Croft. And I fully believe that there's a very good chance that at the very least, they're going to see me for an audition. So that's where I'm at. And subscribe to the process. It's going to be a fun journey. We're going to see Lara Croft come to life before we see Vivienne Banks come to life. And when I compare the two, they are very different. Lara seeks adventure and she's of this world, and I would look up to Lara and I would identify a little bit more with Lara Croft than I would Vivienne Banks. But I created Vivienne Banks, so I always say that Lara Croft is kind of like my adopted child that is a soulmate. No, I didn't create her, but I feel very like close to her. But Vivienne Banks is like my firstborn, but she's a fucking nightmare. So the two are very different. Physically they're gonna look, you know, very similar, very athletic, very feminine. But Vivienne is, she is pretty monstrous. So we're gonna see Lara before we see Vivienne, and then I'm excited to play Vivienne too. So we're gonna see. Keeping the dream alive, that's it. Bye. You see how happy I am? I'm really fucking happy. There's like no hiding it either. Like, let's go! This is me 24/7. You could catch me anywhere. You could catch me working my 2 full-time jobs, chopping cilantro, making drinks, washing dishes, whatever. I'm still like, let's go, 24/7, let's go. And I know that pisses some people off, but I do filter it out a little bit before I like text somebody at 3 a.m. like, hey, I got this idea for a... But at the end of the day, if you're the person driving everybody, this went off in a tangent, but if you're the person driving whatever the project, the vision, you have to be a little bit like, you know, you have to be a little bit excitable, which I am obviously. So I'm really excited to show the world how I play Lara Croft. That's it. I'm so freaking happy. I have no idea. I'm happy. I am happy I even sent it. I even set the destinate button. Let's go.